Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to WDEF News 12 this morning. It's time for How Does Your Gardening Grow? So give us a call. Tim Holcomb from Holcomb's Garden Center is here. 756-1212, the number to call to ask him a question, 756-1212. And good morning to you, Tim.
Good morning, Amy.
Glad to have you here. We've got a beautiful array of flowers. Tell us quickly what these flowers are good for.
Well, all these are heat-loving annuals and a couple of perennials, but now people are planting, fixing up their pools, porches, and patios, and these will take the heat of summer and give you lots of color to really spice up the area.
All right, fantastic. And we do have a caller on the phone. Joining us now is Esther. Good morning, Esther. What's your question?
Good morning. Yes, I have knockout roses and regular roses, and last year this happened, and it's happening again this year. They grow and get these long streamers, about 4 to 5 feet long. What is causing that?
Okay, if that long streamer is not having blooms or has completely different blooms, that's what we call a sucker off of the rootstock. Many of those roses are grafted onto rootstock, and so you just cut those off as low as you can down to the ground. It actually takes food away from the regular rose, so it's just the rootstock, and it's not doing any harm, but it's unsightly and it takes food away from the regular plant, so just cut them off.
All right, good advice. 756-1212, the number to call. And joining us now is Jane. Good morning, Jane. Jane, do you have a question? Oh, I think Jane may have just hung up on us. Maybe she had that same question about knockout roses. Well, how about Mary? Good morning, Mary. What's your question?
I'd like to know when's the best time to trim back snowball bushes.
Well, right after they bloom. They should be finished blooming pretty soon, and you can trim them back and trim back as much as a third if you need to. Also feed them well at that time, and they should grow and do very well for you for next year.
Okay. Joining us now on the phone is Brenda. Good morning. What's your question?
We have planted some mums last fall, and they bloomed. Now they are blooming again. Now, if I let them go ahead and bloom and then cut the dead blooms off, will they come back in the fall?
Well, what you need to do is you can enjoy them blooming now, but the 4th of July, go out and trim them down to about 6 to 8 inches tall. I know you think you're going to be cutting them away to nothing, and you will be cutting them back severely, but they will bush out, they'll be very full, and they'll be in full bloom for the fall. If you don't trim them back severely, they get really long and lanky, and they'll be falling over. So just enjoy all you can now till 4th of July, then cut them back very short.
Can't believe we're already talking about the 4th of July. How about that? Joining us now is Virginia. Good morning, Virginia. What's your question?
Yes, I have some beautiful roses and they got lots of stems and lots of buds.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm having a problem with black spot.
Okay, black spot certainly can be a problem with roses, especially in the southeast. We have a lot of humidity. You want to use a systemic fungicide that will go into the plant. It'll fight the disease inside and outside, and it won't wash away if we do get a shower of rain. But Fertilome Systemic Fungicide does an excellent job controlling black spot. If you have a few leaves now affected, pinch those on off, spray the plant, and you'll protect it for a long time.
All right, good advice. And actually, Brenda joins us now. I think she had another follow-up question about her mums.
Yes, ma'am.
Brenda, go ahead.
Yes, I'd like to know when it's time to cut back irises.
Well, you cut the blooms off as soon as they finish blooming. Cut them down as low as you can. Allow the leaves to continue to grow all summer. There is a point where the tips of those leaves will start turning yellow and brown, and then you can trim off the tips of them. But let the leaves continue to grow, and that builds up the tuber for again next year.
Now, we are out of time, so thank you so much for being here with us again. And of course, if you didn't get through, give them a call at Tim Holcomb, at Holcomb's Garden Center, rather. They're at 877-8782, located on Highway 153 in Hickson, also in Fort O, 706-861-4769, or holcombgc.com. And stay tuned, we've got more WDEF News 12 this morning coming up.